from.
Puneet.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, hi. My name is Puneet, and I got your information from Google. Wanted to talk to a professional hacker. I need some help for my business.
Okay, tell me about what's going on.
Okay. Let me first explain you about my business. I'm from a tech support industry, right? What we guys do is we have a call center wherein customer from US and Canada calls us for their computer support, right? From Google and from Bing search, it's really costly to generate calls, the inbound calls I'm talking about, right? So what we were doing is we were sending different pops to the customer computers saying that you have some alert or some warning in the computer and call us on this toll-free number using different advertisement tricks like pop unders, right?
You were using
But in
a
that
bot.
case, customers, no, not a bot, a pop-up, like different networks. We run that pop-up with different networks, right? And when customer opens a website, a new page comes up on the screen, which freezes the computer browser completely and saying that you have some infections in your computer, call on this toll-free number for support. However, this browser, this URL can be closed from the task manager, right? So these days the problem we are facing is a lack of inbound calls. I'm looking for a professional hacker who can generate a technique or can generate inbound calls from US Canada for me. The minimum requirement I have is 3,000 calls in a day. The maximum is 8 to 10,000 calls in a day, right? So I'm looking for a professional hacker for that to do it for me.
But here's my question: what are they calling about?
Okay, let me. Is there any way I can send you a URL so that would be a clear picture for you as well, that why these guys call us?
No, you
Or
can just
if
tell
you
me.
are in front of the computer, yeah, okay, I'm giving you a URL. If you can open on Internet
We're not
Explorer
just going to open up a
browser.
URL. We just don't do that. You
Yeah.
can send me a screenshot, but you can't send me
How
a
will
URL.
I send that to you?
You can send it on
Okay, no
Skype.
problem. Okay,
But here's
just
my
give me
but,
wait a
but
moment.
hold on. Explain to me. Companies hire you to handle tech support.
No. I have a call center.
Correct.
We do provide tech support.
But who are you providing the tech support for? The clients that you have the
US,
pop-up.
right, absolutely right. And we were sending that pop-up to the customer computer through pop under advertisement. You know what is pop under advertisement?
Yes.
If you go on a website, right? So that's how it was working. But now customers are very well aware of how to close it. You can close it easily using Task Manager, right? So these days the number of calls which we are able to generate, it's very, very less, right? We are looking for to generate at least 3,000 calls in a day
So
from
let me
US,
ask you
Canada.
this. Once they call
Hmm.
you for tech support,
Hmm.
then what would you do?
Hmm. Once they call us for tech support, we take the remote access of the computer, we check all that settings, and we pitch for sales. The pitch for sales goes from $20, $30 to 50, 70 odd dollars.
But once you remote in, you could just take control of their whole computer and do anything you want with it, and continue to have spyware or anything else pop up on their screen.
No. No, we don't do it that way. Our motive is just to make sales, right? And make a customer a happy customer for us so that he will call us again if they face any problem in the future.
Now, are you selling a product to them for a company? Do people hire you to do this?
We sell warranty on the computer, like a 1 year plan, 2 year plan,
Yeah, but
or
who's the
one-time fix.
warranty through? Is it through your company or a third party who hires your company to do this?
It's from our company.
Okay, gotcha.
We have technicians sitting here. We have sales guys sitting here, right? Sales guys take the inbound calls. They make sales, and then the remote get transferred to the technicians who fix the problems, and this is how it works.
Gotcha. And how are you generating these before on different websites? Through Google
The
AdWords?
initial step, right? The initial step was through Google AdWords and Bing Ad Center, right? But these days, it's really hard to run ads on Google and Bing for tech support, right? Because of a lot of clicks, a lot of expense because of that. So what we were doing is we were running our URL with some networks as a pop under CPM, right? We were paying them like $2 or $3 per thousand visits on a URL. Out of thousand visits, like three or four or five customers calls in, right, for the support. That's how it works. But these days, even customers are very well aware in US, Canada that they know how to close that URL through Task Manager. So it's really hard to generate calls these days.
And
I'm ready to pay.
how does a customer
Yep,
pay
go ahead.
for your service? PayPal?
Through a credit or a debit card? No, not from PayPal. We have our own merchants in US, Canada, UK, right? We take payments over the phone. It's a motor transaction. We take our details or we send a URL to the customer computer, open a URL and take the payments in that way. Or there are different modes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And what's the name of your company?
It's PC experts.
PC Experts? Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Okay, send me this over. Are you on our Skype?
I'm on Skype. I can add you right now.
Add us to hackerforhire.com.
Hackerforhire.com. That's your Skype ID?
That's our Skype ID.
All right. Hackerforhire.com. Yep, I've sent you the request.
Let us check it
And
out.
may I get your name, please?
Dawn, D-O-N.
Okay. Don, let me tell you one more thing, right? I want to work on a basis wherein I can pay for each call. I can pay you $1 for each call.
Hold
The
on.
minimum requirement is
Go ahead. Keep talking.
okay. So I'm saying I want to go on a paper call basis wherein the number of calls you generate, I can pay you $1 on each call. For a person like you, it's really easy to generate 8,000, 9,000 calls a day from US, Canada. I know that, right? And we can work.
Slow down. Let me ask you this. Do you want us to write software so they cannot close their browser? Or are you asking us to write the software so they can close their browser and you want us to place the ads on different websites so it pops up on their computer? What are you asking?
See, if you will generate a software for me, I need to do a PPI for that, which would be again extra costing for me, right? I'm looking for a ready-made calls. You can put ads or you can do PPI by your way by compressing the silent link of your software with any other antivirus or something like that. And we can pay for each call to you.
Well, we don't work off a per call basis, but I'll have to talk to someone else
Mhm.
here. But I'm still kind of
Mhm.
confused. We write the software for you. Who's going to make it pop
Mhm.
up on their computer? You say PPI. What is
Okay,
PPI?
it's pay per install. If you provide me a software, right, I need to go to a company, give that software to them, and ask them to install this on customer computers in US and Canada. They are going to charge me like 10, 15, or 20 cents. But again, the problem is if this would be an adware, the companies are not gonna do that for me because it would be an adware, right? It would be against their policies. So that would be again a challenge for me. So I'm looking for a hacker who can either what you can do is you can generate a software and by your way, I don't know how, you can compress that URL or that link to download the software with any other antivirus like Norton, McAfee, or any other, maybe anything, right? and one customer install that thinking they are installing Norton, McAfee, or some other antivirus or some software. This software will be downloaded in the computer. They will get a pop on the screen, wherein if they will restart the computer, that pop should be there, right? Should not go, right? And then customer will call us on a toll-free number, which will be listed there, right? In that way, call can be generated.
So now what you're asking is you want us to physically
Hmm.
install this on 3,000 to 8,000 computers a day?
If it possible for you.
How is this other company doing it?
Okay. Did you add me on Skype? I can send you the URL, or I can send you the
We have a
screenshot.
Skype.
That
We have a Skype operator that's going to go ahead and do that. So we're not a
okay.
one-man operation. It's big. So
Mhm.
my question to you, I'm still trying to
Mhm.
figure out. You would before you
Mhm.
were sending it to a third party, and this third party would
Mhm.
install it on all these different computers for 10 cents a computer, correct?
Mhm. Mhm. All right.
Do you know how they were doing the install?
Yeah, I know that. I can tell you the procedure. Do you know the website cnet.com?
Yes.
Right. People go there to download different softwares, like for example
Right.
VLC player.
Exactly.
Right. Right. What happened is when the customer download a software, for example, VLC player, there are some run prompts comes up on the screen on Windows computer. Customer need to click on yes or no, right, to run the software. After that, a new window comes up on the screen with a small pop. It again asks for a permission like allow access or run. There, in that box, there are small hidden check boxes which shows that you are also installing this software or this software with this. Customer does not notice that. Customer just click on run or proceed or allow access. And this is how the other software also downloaded in the computer with that software, like with VLC player. And customer does not know about it.
Ah, gotcha. So you
Yep.
make up a program and they put it on CNET because CNET's the big one of the biggest programs, I mean websites out there for computer users
But
to
CNET
download.
is not gonna do it for us. Yeah, but CNET is not gonna do it for us because we are installing a malware on the
Exactly.
computer or a pop-up on the computer.
Right.
CNET is not gonna approve us. Yeah.
Right. So CNET but does CNET check the programs that people are
Right.
downloading before they allow it to be put up on their system?
Absolutely. They audit they audit the software first. Only then they give the approval, and it's really, really, really hard for us to get approval on this. It's not possible, I would say.
But this third party company, they already had approval.
Even they don't approve. Even the networks these days, they don't approve the normal URL which shows a pop-up on the screen that you have problem in your computer, or virus attack in your computer. Even the normal networks, they don't approve the URLs to run as advertisement because there are a lot of awareness in US, Canada these days for these things.
Okay, let me ask you this. On
Mhm.
on our website, you will
Mhm.
see you saw our phone number there, correct?
Yeah. Right.
Under our phone number, you see where it says Skype, right?
Right.
And then under that, it says, "What is your problem?" Is the application to fill out.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, do me a favor, fill that out.
Mhm.
Okay, if you don't see your
Mhm.
problem, hit other. When you get to the description
Mhm.
box, put in that you spoke
Mhm.
to Dawn
Mhm.
and your contact information. And you go into our
Okay.
system, and our entire team, our programmers, and everybody gets this. Then we
Okay.
get meetings 3 times a day.
Mhm.
So when we have our next meeting today at 2 o'clock our time in New York time,
Okay.
we're going to go over this and figure out how this could be done.
Great, no problem.
Now, do me also when you see where it says schedule an interview or schedule a time, and it asks you for a date and time, just put in anything. It
Mhm.
doesn't really matter because you already put in that you spoke to Dawn. Okay, put in
All
any
right.
date and time. All right,
Okay.
and I'll make
All
sure
right.
that those people add you on Skype right away.
Great. No problem. Don, thank you so much for your time. I'll do it right away, right? Because I'm really looking for a good solution on this.
A quick question: how are you doing it now? And if you can't go through CNET, how are you getting this on
I'm
people's
not
computers?
installing I'm not installing any software, right? I am giving a pop-up on the customer screen through different advertisement tricks, right? Which the pop-up is a big pop-up which freezes the browser. You cannot close the browser from the red cross on the top right. It will freeze it then and there, right? You can only close a browser using Task Manager as a force close, right? So what happened is customers in US and UK or Canada, they don't know much about computers, right? They are on a website, a new pop comes up on their screen with a siren or with a different error messages with a blue color BSOD screen, right? With a toll-free number and asking that call now to Microsoft certified technician to get it fixed, right? Otherwise, you may lose the data in your computer, right? Or some hacking activities can be done in the computer. It means your computer is not safe. So call on this toll-free number, right? Customer calls us. That's where the call gets generated.
Gotcha, gotcha. But then the
Yeah.
person has to physically give you their credit card over the phone. You don't. They don't go to a website to do it.
They don't go to the website. They just call on the number which is reflecting on the pop on the browser, right? Thinking that they are calling with a Microsoft. But yes, we tell that we are Microsoft certified technicians. Customer says, I just want to get rid of this, right? We take the remote access of the computer, we check, we close the browser, we tell them that this is what the issue you have, or we need to put in an antivirus in the computer, or we need to optimize the computer, or you can purchase a warranty from us, or we can fix it as a one time, which is gonna cost you 20 or 30 odd bucks. Customer says, okay, no problem, let's go ahead and fix it up. The conversion is not 100%. Out of 100 calls, 20 calls can be converted maximum. This is how it goes.
But when you go in to fix it, all you're doing is turning off the program that we wrote. Correct?
Absolutely right. Yes.
Gotcha. And the program doesn't need to, it's not like ransomware where you want us to lock their computer where they can't get it. Correct?
Well, it depends. You can lock the computer. The number should reflect on the computer, a toll-free number wherein customer can call. There would be a combination of keys, which we know that this is how it's going to be closing, or we should know that if the program is placed in C drive in this file, we can go ahead and delete that file. Or like there are different ways, but these are just examples people are doing these days, right? So can be closed. It's not like computer gone completely. Yeah, but that is for the time being. Customer sees this error, customer are unable. What I'm looking for is customer won't be able to do anything on the computer once they get this pop up on the screen. Only then they will call us. Otherwise, they won't call us. They'll call a friend and ask them what to do. And he will tell them just go to Task Manager and close IE browser or Google Chrome or Firefox. Even these days, Google Chrome updated their policies or something, and the pop-up which we send that we are unable to stick that pop-up on Google Chrome. Customer can easily close that dialog box on Google Chrome. They recently updated their system on Firefox, even the same problem we are facing. So we can only send a pop-up on Internet Explorer, but there are very less people who are accessing the internet or on Internet Explorer. There are different ways of advertisement. Like me, I do it through porn, right? Customer is on a porn site like a perfectgirls.net. He click anywhere on the site, there's a pop-up comes up on the screen as a pop under, which gives an error warning. And then customer calls us for the support.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I like. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Don, let me tell you one more thing. I am from this industry from last 10 years. The demand of calls is really, really high, right? If you can give me 10,000, 20,000 calls, you're most welcome. I can take n number of calls in a day from you if you can do it. And trust me, we both can make hell lot of money out of it in a month.
Wow. Okay. Fill that form out, and you will be added to Skype. Um, yeah, go ahead and fill
Hmm.
that out. Okay,
Sure,
and
I'm
then
gonna do it right away.
we'll contact you. Make sure you have a phone number or something that we can reach you later on today as well. Okay.
You can call me on, you can add me on Skype. I would be available on Skype. I'm located in India. However, you can call me on Skype anytime. My computer is always on. I'm available on Skype every time.
What part of India are you in?
I'm in New Delhi.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, sounds good. We'll talk to you a
Okay.
little later today.
And sure, Don, I'm gonna send it right away to you. My query, whatever I've discussed with you, I'm gonna put in a graph with a URL as well, which I'm using right now to generate calls. That would give you a good picture on how to generate calls, right? And then we'll talk later,
And this is
whenever
only for
you're free.
Microsoft Windows, right?
Only for Microsoft Windows computer. Yes.
Okay. All right, let's make this happen. All right.
All right, Don. All right. Thanks so much for your time, and talk to you
Thank you. Bye bye.
sometime. Thanks. Bye.